I see it's a little overcast out there. It's about 8:45. I've got everything packed up. Everything's been inventory packed up, cleaned up, all that stuff. I've eaten just about everything. There might be a little leg in there. Not a leg, but I got even food packed up in there. Drank all my milk. I've got to stop at the store because this Smart bottle has got mold in it. You got to look at this stuff, change them out. This one probably does too. Jeez. What it is, these electrolytes, some of these electrolyte packs you buy, they have sugar in them, and you can get mold inside your drinking bottles. That's why I don't buy drinking bottles from those Norwegian or whatever. They're special kind of drinking bottles you can buy. They're real expensive. You can buy Outfitter sells them and all that stuff because hygiene or whatever, because they can freeze. And I buy them something. I throw them away. Because I'm not going to bleach them out. I'd have to bleach them out. So, all right, let's get going. Oh, I can't believe I just left that. It's so comfortable. Ooh. All right. Literally, I just got a new drinking bottle. Literally coming around that corner, you were boom right into the trail. And the National Forest is right here. That's the thing. And all right, here we go. All right, it's about 9:15. I'm climbing out of here, and not really climbing out of here, but we got to go up. But it's going to be pretty much. Not gonna be. I'll be going parallel to I-81. Haven't crossed 81 yet. That 220 was just a road that runs into 81 that runs between Troutville and Daleville. So I'll be going parallel to I-81 for about a mile, and then I'll cross that, then start going up into the high country. In the course of the next 5 miles, I'm to Full Heart Knob. I'll be climbing 1,700 feet, and that's where I'll get up there to Full Heart Knob, and I'll take a break. And that'll get my day going. So let's go. It looks like I'm in the woods. I can hear I-81 over there, not far from me. We're going parallel to it. It'll be about a mile, then we'll cross I-81 and start a big climb. You'll be able to hear the interstate there. It looks like I'm in the woods, but the sound of the cars are driving me crazy. No, there's cars all around me and trucks. Nice, it's been mowed. I'm not sure if it was for the benefit of the Appalachian Trail hikers. There's these different colored flags, which makes me think maybe there's something buried here. I don't know what the deal is. Is it archaeological? I don't know. They're just regular flags. What are they saying? It says I don't know. Lowe's? Metal detector, and they're marking spots. I don't know. There's another one over there. And the whole area's been freshly mowed. Usually when they mow for the benefit of the trail, they'll just mow right the trail path, you know. There's another one up there that was actually mowed around. Okay, there's more. Red one's up there. Okay, I don't know. I put 527. Somebody must live down there. They're just coming out of town now. If you're northbound, you don't really need water, but it's nice of them to leave it up. says filtered water. These flags all over. Now if you're coming southbound, hell, you're fixing to drop into town there. We're only about 3/4 of a mile to the State Road 20, but I don't know. Let's keep moving. Climbing. That's Interstate 81. I'm gonna come down here, then we're gonna go that way under it, fixing to go under it. Right here, and a car just went flying by me. Look how close you are to the road right here. Jeez. Now them flags say buried cable on them. So maybe they ran out of buried cable flags. So they bought low flags. I don't know. Okay, back in the woods again. And now, with a heavy food bag, 2 liters of water, and at least it's overcast and it's not real hot. I'm gonna do a mammoth 4-mile climb. 4 mile something. It's gonna take me 2 hours, 1,700 feet. So, I'm gonna put the phone down and start grinding it out. That's probably something City of Troutville might put up here to get business for these hikers. But look, there's no parking lot here. You can't even tell it's kind of hidden over here. This Appalachian Trail is tucked over here to the side. So this is only for hikers here, this little information. So, right here is where we're at, and we're going from there to Glasgow next, and then from Glasgow to Waynesboro, about 70 miles, then from there to Front Royal, that's about 100 miles, 107 miles, from Front Royal to Harper's Ferry, and that's about 50 some miles, and I'll be right around this, be halfway, right around halfway right here. Okay, halfway. Halfway. All right, we ain't halfway yet, so let's go. Well, it's about 12:30. I've eaten my lunch. This is Full Heart Shelter on the top of Full Heart Bald. It's Full Heart Knob Shelter. Now this is the remains of an old ranger. We're at the top here, and I'll show you how this works. This is an old ranger cabin up here, and or an old fire tower. And the ranger would have stayed. They mentioned the airplane did away with these things. So this is back in the 30s and 40s and all, 20s or whatever. And the old cabin, the old ranger cabin, had to be right here where this shelter was. And they shelter work. They take advantage of the old cistern. And since it was on top of the mountain and there wasn't no spring, he had it set up on his cabin where all the water would go down into this cistern that they built. See, now the cistern, the water would stay down there. Every time it rained, water would go there. And then you go down here. There's a pipe underground. This is how the ranger got his water, because they would come up here and stay on fire duty, you know, a week at a time, weeks at a time. Yeah, they bring their supplies and everything up here, and the water is right there coming from the cistern. He would take this, bring this up, open the valve, set his cup under there, get some water, it would drip down, and then would do it again. Hit it again,
Bring it down. See if there's water. See the water coming out of there. And that's how that would work. Put him a little cup and get that. Pretty interesting. It's up here on the top. This is the highest thing around. This is where the fire tower was. Do not pump the handle. Wait 10 seconds for the water to flow. Keep the spigot closed when not in use. And there we go. I'm not getting any of that water. There's water in 3.5 miles of the stream I'm going to cross. I got enough water. All right, it's 1 o'clock, about the heat of the day. I'm still on the same ridge, but hiking down from the knob still. And it's beautiful. The sounds of the interstate are long gone now. They're in the distance. They're gone. The only thing I hear out here is a cool breeze through the trees occasionally, and the sound of the birds. So much less stressful when you're just hearing nature out here. I don't know how to explain it. It just makes it, it's just nicer. Both of them. They just up and fell over. And not too long ago either. They took them branches or that tree down when they come down. Yeah, it's after 6 o'clock. But just to let you know, some of the stuff when you don't see me film for a while, it's just, I'm just tired. I'm climbing. I didn't want to stop. I had to get up another 800 feet in elevation because that last area back there was around 2,000 foot. You got to be careful out here in Virginia. And if I'd have camped back there, I'd have got ate up with mosquitoes or no-see-ums and gnats. Got to get up here another 800,000 foot, which means a lake climb, and I'm hauling there's no water up here, so I got to hauling 2 liters of water. You know, another 4 or 5 pounds of, actually over 2 liters. I'm hauling 5 pounds of water, so that's all right. I'm in pretty good shape. But and, you know, and some of these times when you see me when my video cuts short, which it probably won't be the fact tonight. I'll do my camp, but it's because I hike until it's dark, and you can't film when it's dark. So it's, you know, so if the video ends short and you see the mileage when I'm hiking, it's like, okay, that was the last video he took that day. You know. All right, already coming up here. Getting up, it's hazy out here across the ridge there, and already it's cooled off, you know, climbing up here in the last 500 feet of climb, and I'm starting to get a little bit of a breeze, and it's crucial because if I want to get any miles tomorrow, I got to be able to sleep good tonight. And what am I doing? I'm gonna face it down the path here, but yeah, if you get any miles, I gotta be able to sleep. And I get up here, there won't be any bugs. The air will be a little bit thinner, and it'll be cooler, and there'll be that all-important breeze. It's not supposed to rain tonight. What I'll do is I'll set my rain fly up in the snake skin, and then if there's a freak rainstorm in the morning or something like that, I'll just have to pop out of that hammock and let loose that skin. It could take me about 2 minutes to do it, so I don't get my down stuff wet. So that's what I'm going to do tonight, because I want to be able to sleep good. And it's going to put that Cuban tarp in. It's going to cut out all the air. You know, I can open both ends of the vegetables and I can get an airflow through there, but still, yeah, you can't beat having it just opened up. All right, let's go. Next 90 miles is maintained by the Natural Bridge Appalachian Trail Club. Government doesn't have nothing to do with maintenance out here. It's all volunteers. Government tries to do something that it just makes it work. I can show you what goes into finding a spot out here. That's the Appalachian Trail, and it's coming up. It's climbing up. And it's going to keep on climbing up. There's an overlook up there. This right here, I looked around, there ain't no rotten trees, no rotten branches. And I come on the side of this ridge where there's this breeze coming across, nice and cool. Be great for sleeping. I take a look over on the trail, I see some trees, and that perfect hammock tree set up right here. And that's all there is to it. And I'm getting ready right now. This camera picks up light real well, but it's actually getting ready to, it's getting dark. It's just, you can't tell by the camera. The camera is really good at picking up light. This, I'm fixing to climb in this cocoon. That feels nice and cool. This can be a comfortable night. All right. I've already cleaned my feet with alcohol. I'm going to leave this top out. I don't think it's going to rain tonight. If it does, I can get that snake skin out in just a minute. I am good at it. And I believe I hit this one out of the park again. This is a perfect hang. It's absolutely comfortable. Believe it or not, I will sleep better in this right here than I did in that Hilton hotel last night. I ain't kidding. I will sleep better because the traffic out there kept me awake. Just the traffic outside that, and that hotel room was pretty good. It had soundproofing in the rooms. I mean, you can't hear anybody in the other room. You know, you're in a good hotel, they put soundproofing in the walls. I mean, somebody could be making a racket in the room next to you. You can't even hear it. And which is really, really nice. I mean, the fan inside the bathroom is loud, and it turns on automatically. To give you an idea, and you can't hear the fan turn on in the room next door. Yeah, so, but this is comfortable here. And all right, I'm gonna do the logistics for tomorrow, and I'm gonna see if I can't get a signal and get the weather too. So let me check on all this stuff. But it's feeling pretty good, man. This is pretty nice. I'll get the stats. I'll come back with the stats, but I think I did about 14 miles, probably going on 15 miles, which isn't bad because I really didn't get going till about 10 o'clock. You know, didn't really get on the trail and get going till around 10. And I took a couple good breaks. Okay. We'll start this stuff again in the morning. Good night. One last thing. This is what I look when I set my hammock up. I always look up and look around, and there's no rotten trees, no dead limbs. I'll actually see some stars tonight. Yeah, this would be nice. Okay. Good night.